This is the Traeger Grills Pro 575 Wood Pellet Grill and Smoker. Bronze lid over a black, barrel-shaped body on a sturdy sawhorse frame with two big all-terrain wheels. It's a standalone rig about 27 inches deep, 41 inches wide, and 53 inches tall, and it looks like a modern take on a classic smoker. On the side, there's an 18-pound pellet hopper with a clean-out door, and the front face has Traeger's D2 controller with a simple dial and small screen. The cooking space is 575 square inches across two racks, with porcelain-coated grates that are easy to wipe but don't behave like cast iron. That's the look. Here's how it actually cooks and lives day to day. From my experience, the box is heavy. Mine weighed in around 149 pounds, and I wouldn't plan on moving it solo upstairs. Assembly is straight, with clear diagrams and the basic tools included, but it's still a two-person job. Once built, the wheels make it easy to roll on a patio, and the sawhorse base feels planted when I lift the lid. I did a quick burn-in to cure the paint, then went straight into a chicken run to see how the temperature and smoke behaved. Key features that matter in use are the D2 direct drive drivetrain, Wi-Fi or app control, turbo temp for faster heat up and recovery, a max temp of 500 degrees Fair, and the 18-pound hopper for longer cooks. The D2 system uses a brushless motor and a variable speed fan to feed pellets and move air, and that's what gives this grill its set the number and walk away appeal. In my opinion, that's the heart of the Pro 75. It works more like a smoky outdoor oven than a traditional open flame grill. Wi-Fi is the part I was most curious about. Pairing wasn't as simple as scanning a QR code and being done. It wanted a 2.4 gigahertz network and didn't love my mesh system, so I ended up making a separate guest network to get it synced. Once connected, it's been solid. I can change temps from the app, use the built-in meat probe reading, set timers, and follow recipe steps in the database. I've let a pork shoulder run all night and checked in from bed, and the alerts were right on time. That convenience is real. On food, this thing shines for low and slow. Ribs at 225 degrees Fahr came out tender with a gentle smoke kiss and a nice color, and a pork butt held steady for 12+ hours without babysitting. Brisket was very consistent in texture. The smoke flavor leans mild. Clean-burning pellets at higher temps don't generate the heavier smoke some folks expect. When I want more punch, I keep cooks below 225 degrees Fahr for longer and choose stronger pellets like hickory or mesquite. I've also used a simple smoke tube for a deeper profile on ribs. It's an easy add when I'm chasing that extra layer. On temperature behavior, the display and the grate temps aren't twins. With a reliable thermometer at grate level, I typically see the back left area run hotter, and the pit probe, mounted in a cooler part of the barrel, can read 10 to 25 degrees Fahr lower than the warmest spot on the grate. Once I learned that pattern, I place food accordingly, and it's consistent enough to plan around. Turbo temp does bring the chamber back faster after I lift the lid, which helps during spritzing or basting. Searing is the weak spot. Even at 500 degrees Fahr, the cooking is mostly convection over an indirect heat diffuser, and the porcelain grates don't store heat like cast iron. Steaks and smash burgers don't get that deep Maillard crust without a little help. My workaround is a cast iron skillet preheated on the grate, or a quick finish on a hot stovetop after a reverse sear smoke. If high heat sear marks are your non-negotiable, manage expectations. This is a fantastic smoker and roaster, not a direct flame grill. Pellet usage has been reasonable. At 180 to 225 degrees Fahr, I can run most of a day on a full hopper, often 16 to 20 hours depending on weather. Swapping pellet flavors is possible using the little clean-out door, but it doesn't empty the hopper completely. I still have to scoop a handful out to truly switch species. Not a deal breaker, just not as slick as it looks on paper. Cleaning is the part I had to build a habit around. Ash collects in the fire pot and belly of the barrel. If I ignore it for too long, ignition gets sluggish and temps can swing. A small shop vac is essential for me. Every few cooks I pull the grates, drip tray and heat baffle, vacuum the ash, and wipe down the inside. I line the drip tray and the small grease bucket with foil or use liners to avoid scraping hardened grease. Once I committed to that routine, call it every 20 to 30 hours of cook time, the grill became far more predictable. The maintenance is real. It's not hard, but it's the price of easy cooking on the front end. Build quality feels split. The main barrel and lid are solid, and the powder coat has held up well for me, but I've noticed light surface rust around a couple of fasteners after wet weeks, even though I keep it covered. I wax the exterior now, and that helps. The lid hinges and brackets on my unit have held up, though I've seen reports of bending on older units. The wheels are tough enough to cross pavers and lawn without feeling wobbly. The included meat probe is a nice convenience, but mine reads about 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit off compared to my trusted instant read. I treat it as a trend indicator and confirm doneness with my own thermometer. That said, having a single probe port integrated into the controller is still handy for monitoring one protein while I'm away from the backyard. It's perfect for anyone who wants reliable wood-fired results without babysitting a live fire all day. If you like the idea of loading pellets, turning a dial, and checking your phone while the grill does the hard part, this is your lane. Weeknight chicken thighs at 375 degrees Fahrenheit come out juicy with a clean smoke hint, and weekend projects like ribs and pork shoulders don't hijack your schedule. I'd recommend this for beginners who want to learn smoking with training wheels, busy families who value consistency, and anyone who appreciates smart control. If your top priority is a steakhouse crust or heavy, old-school smoke, plan on a cast iron assist for searing and longer, lower cooks for deeper flavor. Also budget for a cover, liners, and possibly a front shelf, because the base setup feels a bit bare without those add-ons. From my experience, reliability has been tied to simple habits. Keep the pellets dry, vacuum the fire pot regularly, check the burn cup before long cooks, and verify temps with a separate thermometer when precision matters. Do that, and the Pro 575 behaves like a calm, smoky oven that you can trust with a brisket overnight. In my opinion, the Pro 575 delivers on its promise of convenience and repeatability. It nails low and slow and bakes and roasts beautifully. Wood-fired pizzas, cornbread, smoked mac and cheese, all dialed in without fuss. The trade-offs are a mild smoke profile unless you work for more, a lack of true direct sear, and maintenance that you cannot ignore. That's the honest equation here. In conclusion, the Traeger Pro 575 is a smart, approachable pellet grill that makes great food with minimal stress. It's not trying to be a screaming hot steak machine. It's built to be a dependable, connected smoker oven that lives on your patio and turns out crowd pleasers on repeat. If that's what you want, it's easy to love. If you need blistering sear and thick pit smoke intensity every time, you'll want to plan for those moments. Either way, I've cooked a lot on this unit and keep coming back to it when I want consistent, tasty results without hovering over a fire. I will post full information about the Traeger Grills Pro 575 Wood Pellet Grill and Smoker in the comment section. See you in the following videos.